The number is 2451 07757.
The awe in the eyes of 8-year-old Christy Bowling reflects the wonders of a magical place, a place where birds are experienced up close.
So this is an adult bird.
Master bird bander Mark Armstrong understands Christy's awe. Mark has banded many a bird, 78 species so far, but he's never bored.
Today we've had a good number of hummingbirds. Hummingbirds just love jewelweed. So there's a nice patch of jewelweed along the river, and that's where we're catching them. We've had some phoebes. We've had scattering of other stuff, field sparrows, common yellowthroats, a few cardinals.
Christy visits Seven Islands with her mother and siblings several times a year. On a net check with Billy Cantwell of the Tennessee Ornithological Society.
And we grab right at the thighs. And then I like to pull it back away from the net.
Christy gets an up-close lesson about her favorite animals.
It's a female common yellowthroat.
And you guys already banged it.
To see their faces light up when they see a bird or get to hold a bird is just, it means a lot to me.
We like to study birds and learn much more about them and take care of them. And so then we'll know what ones we have to band. And birds are really interesting. We like birds. We do them at home. We study about them.
It's education, but I don't think they even realize it. It's because it's so exciting, and there's just something about experiencing it hands-on. It's really started a passion in them for wanting to learn more.
Seven Islands State Birding Park is the first of its kind in Tennessee. 410 acres of fertile farmland along the French Broad River in Knox County, set aside for our feathery friends.
This kind of habitat is extremely valuable to the birds that are passing through, that are birds that will be breeding here in the future.
This park is kind of the spearhead of an initiative in the state park system to create a birding trail through Tennessee. There's a lot of bird watchers out there. It's a really wonderful hobby. Really what we try to do is grow native clump grasses. And that's what you see popping up out there, the tall grasses that are kind of darker and above everything else. And what you're seeing out there is kind of what we wanted.
The tall, warm season native grasses are the result of hard work that Justine begins in early spring.
So this is all different seed, everything from teeny tiny little seeds to big old grass seeds.
No stranger to a tractor, Justine discs the fields, preparing for future plantings. In another part of the park, a seed drill works the soil, making furrows and inserting seeds at specific depths, some only 1/4 of an inch deep, all designed to eventually attract birds and insects through enhancing the habitat.
The seed mix that we have going in will help attract native pollinators, which have been having a hard time with this colony collapse disorder issue. And it'll also bring more bugs, insects to the field for the birds to feed on.
In addition, thousands of trees have been planted here for hedgerow restoration, in part to help bring back quail.
And you do have the sense out here that you're kind of just wandering through, old farm fields, discovering the place on your own. A lot of it's so large and undeveloped that you can really get that sense that you're the only, and sometimes you're the only one out here.
Oh, we've got Skipper. Did you see it?
A sense no doubt shared by Steve McGaffin as he uses Seven Islands for a different purpose, butterfly observation.
Look like a black swallowtail to you?
Steve is the founder of the Tennessee Butterfly Monitoring Network.
What we do is a walk where you walk down a trail for roughly about an hour and a half. You have a set route that you do every time you go, and you do it in the same pattern.
Steve hopes that by collecting information, his efforts will lead to the identification of more butterfly species in a park tailor-made for that.
So this is a wonderful situation that we have here to have a birding state park, and that we're managing for a lot of different species, not just game species.
A growing number of folks are also discovering an added benefit of Seven Islands State Birding Park.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's just a great place to come and get away from the hustle bustle of life and see nature, and the quietness out here is just fantastic.
Perhaps most important, Seven Islands is an open classroom for all ages, especially for children like Christy Bowling and her brothers. It's nature up close, creating memories that will not be forgotten, like cradling a bird in a small hand before it flies to freedom.
We'll let him go that way. Is that? No, we'll let him go that way. How's that? He went that way.
I'm Alan Griggs on the Wild Side.